are a very similar offense to us, but the big key change is they want to hold the ball. They ran 79 plays last year, or last time we played them, to our 59. So they had 20 more plays. They controlled the time of possession. And so our big task is, can we, get them off the field, especially on third down. Defense, very, very solid defense. Looking at them, they don't pass the eye test. They're not about a bunch of 300-pounders on there. They're not 6'3", 210. There's a lot, but they play so hard, they play so fast, and they're very sure tacklers. So that fundamentally sound group, and probably the stingiest group as a whole we've seen all year. Bowling Green had a really good defense, but this one they have a hungry mentality. They get after you, and they play with a lot of emotion, and they take pride in their defense. Kevin from the Gleaner mentioned that they put all of their best players on defense. That's a statement to their mindset. Their head coach is a former defensive coordinator, whereas you're looking at Coach Clark, he's an offensive coordinator. So we have kind of two different philosophies. And that would be, something of note, just to find out how are we going to be on offense today against their vaunted defense.
Let's go ahead and take a look at tonight's starting lineups. I will go ahead and lead on the offensive side of things and then let you finish up with the defensive side of things as McCracken County gets set for Henderson County. The left tackle tonight, number 72, Blakely Miller, a junior, 6'5", 274 pounds. The left guard tonight, number 79, Tayton Bettinger, a junior, 5'11", 272 pounds. The center is number 68, Braden Glover, a senior, 6'3", 310 pounds. The right guard tonight, number 75, Jamison Evers. He is a junior, 6 foot, 265 pounds. The right tackle, number 52, Gavin Trueblood, a junior, 5'11", 253 pounds. The receiving corps tonight, the state's leading receiver, number 5, Franklin Hayes, a sophomore, 5'9", 168. At the other side, number 81, Xander Mays, a junior, 6 foot, 172 pounds. The tight end tonight is number 33, Pete Holmes, a senior, 6'2", 233 pounds. The halfback tonight, number 83, Nick Masick, a sophomore, 6'3", 177 pounds. The running back tonight, number 1, Jeremiah Hughes Jr., a sophomore, 5'9", 168 pounds. The quarterback tonight, Elijah Weed, a senior, 6'1", 185 pounds. That is the offense tonight for McCracken County. Let's take a look on the defensive side of the football, and with that, it's Jared Adams.
Well, we'll start on the defensive front. We got our defensive end is number 58, a junior, Dalton Skinner, 6'2", 197. The other defensive end is Leandre Bolin Jr., number 50, a sophomore, 5'11", 226. Then our two defensive tackles are number 95, a senior, Ethan McKendry, 6'1", 228, and number 97, Isaiah Connor, a sophomore, 6'2", 247. Our linebacker core, inside linebackers, is number 10, Hunter Black, a junior, 6'1", 195. And number 42, Isaiah Key, a sophomore, 5'9", 199. Our two outside linebacker positions are number 8, Ian McCune, a junior, 6'2", 184. And number 21, Colton Reeves, a senior, 6 foot, 182. Into our secondary, we have our two cornerbacks, number 27, Colton Crowell, a sophomore, 5'9", 150. And number 23, Kieron Perez, a junior, 6'4", 186. Topping it all off is our free safety, number 32, Tristan Hildreth, a senior, 5'10", 159. And while you were calling that out, I was watching them. It did look like Henderson won, and they elected to receive. So we'll play defense first, and we'll get the ball at the start of the second half.
That is what Coach Clark would prefer, as the Mustangs like the rhythm that they developed to start the second half, hopefully after a strong end to the first half. The Mustangs have off to the right, getting set to come out here in just a few minutes. And it's not a bad crowd tonight, considering, as McCracken County, the Mustangs getting set to take the field. And once again, they are led by Mr. Hunter Bradley as he comes on out. The fireworks in the background. A great scene here at McCracken County High School.
Love it. We used to do fireworks a lot early on in McCracken County's history. They haven't had that in a couple of years. Love to see that come back.
Yes, indeed. And it always sets the tone as these two teams now on the field. The fireworks still going off and doing a great job. Jennifer Smith, I know, in charge of that. You could hear that one. What a show. This feels like playoff football.
Yeah, it does.
And so the Mustangs wearing their home black jersey with the white helmet, the black Power M on it outlined in crimson. Henderson County, their road jersey, white tops with the maroon Henderson across the front, maroon numerals with a maroon pant, and the HC on the helmet, the fight song of McCracken County. New team getting set off. McCracken County and Henderson County. The Mustangs lead the series 6-1 as Henderson's first win came 3 weeks ago. Ben Schofield set to kick this one off for the Mustangs, and it is going to be a nice end-over-end kick. Going to be caught at the 24 and returned by Henderson County. Up to the 30, the 35. There's a big hole across the 50. Down the right sideline they go, taking it all the way to the house on the opening kickoff. Jaheim Williams, it's 6-0 Henderson County.
My goodness, what a way to start the game. That was, I thought, fairly good coverage, but we just broke down and kind of broke down past him, gave him a hole, and we couldn't catch him. So not a good way to start the game for McCracken County right off the bat, giving up a big special teams mistake.
And just like that, the Colonels lead it 6-0 with 14 seconds into this one. Like McCracken County last week almost, but Jaheim Williams, 76 yards for the touchdown for Henderson County. A extra point coming. Snap's good, hold good, kick is up, and it is blocked. And so there's the special teams follow-up play, and it's 6-0, but all in all, a great start for Henderson County.
Man, was not expecting that. That's the first kickoff coverage touchdown we've given up this season. First kickoff return for a touchdown against this special teams, and it could not come at a worse time.
That's right. And so
you want to fix all those things in the regular season, and it didn't look like it was ever really a problem. But man, I don't think we stayed in our lanes. I'm not really sure what the problem was, but he didn't have real bad great breakaway speed. We just didn't play well.
And so the Mustangs trail 6-0 as this looks to be much like the last time these two teams played. Expect the unexpected. That is the case so far here tonight. Henderson County now to kick back off to McCracken County. Kicking off for Henderson County, number 1, Colton Evans, a junior, 145 pounds, stands at 5'10". He looks ready to go back deep for McCracken County. It is Jeremiah Hughes Jr. and Franklin Hayes. The kick, it's a short kick. It's an onside kick, and McCracken gets that easily, and the Mustangs will have easy field position near the 50. That was a poorly executed attempt at the onside kick. The Mustangs all over it, first down and 10.
I really think they were trying to snowball us, right? They were just trying to just blitz us and try to catch us off guard and get a quick turnover, and so they kind of kicked it into no man's land. Well executed by Ian McCune. Now we're set up near the 50.
First down and 10 for the Mustangs, trailing 6-0 here as the first play from scrimmage will come from McCracken County. As Wheat looking, he's going to air it down the left sideline for Franklin. It's underthrown and incomplete. That'll make it second down and 10.
Straight away they try Franklin, and he had a step on him. But the ball underthrown. It might have been trying to do a back shoulder throw. The only way Franklin catches that is he wraps his body or his arms around the cornerback for that catch.
That'll make it second down and 10 for McCracken County. The Mustangs trail 6-0, 11:35 here in this first half, first quarter. As Wheat, He's going to pump fake, now try to run for it himself, throws it over the middle of the field. It is caught across the 40 and then some. Down to the 30, inside, down to the 20, and it's first down and 10, McCracken County to Xander Mays.
Beautiful, steps up in the pocket, almost takes off, but then fires a laser over the middle to Xander Mays with a little crossing route. Xander Mays able to take it down inside the 20-yard line for our second play of the game.
First down and 10 for the Mustangs inside the 20. Want to give a shout out to Brent Hausman listening in tonight. Good to hear from you, buddy. As Wheat looking, he hands it off. Right side, Jeremiah Hughes Jr. He's hit and dropped for a short loss behind the 20, around the 21-yard line.
The story of last time we played them was we could not run on the edge. If you remember, when we got stopped on fourth down, that critical fourth down in the game, it was an edge play, and we went backwards. And once again, trying that edge play, we lost 5 yards.
First down, or second down and 14, excuse me, for the Mustangs, trailing 6-0. As he's going to keep it himself this time, and nothing doing. That will make it a yard, maybe, making it third and roughly 13.
So they're setting 3 guys over our 2 wide receivers who are stacked on the outside, saying, I dare you to run it. And right there, they handled us fairly easily. We're going to have to really be creative in how we move the ball tonight because, once again, Henderson County has a really good defense and, plays really tough and sound.
It's third down and 14, let's call it, for the Mustangs as Weed drops back, steps into the pocket, lofts it over the middle of the field. It is caught for the touchdown. Xander Mays for 6.
Xander Mays, beautiful throw, beautiful catch. That was fingertip catch he pulled in. He's come a long way this season. This is his first starting season as a junior. Big catch across the middle to get him a first down and then a touchdown there. He's basking in the attention that Franklin Hayes commands.
And so the Mustangs respond right down the field. Now maybe going for 2. Now they're not. They are going to go for the extra point. 10:01 in the first quarter. The Mustangs, a quick response after having set up around midfield. Snap is low, hold is good, kick is up, and it is through the uprights. 7-6 McCracken County
for the lead. Just like that, we marched down the field pretty quickly on 2 big passes. Coach said he was not going to be afraid to air it out, and that he did. And so it's got to be one of those situations where you're probably going to be airing it out 30, 40 times in this game, and then choosing your runs from there. Make them unpack the box, and then you can run. See how that goes. 2
minutes, 13 points, Jared. This one, we said it could be wild, and early on it looks like that may be the case.
Well, defense still hasn't seen the field.
That's right.
So they're fresh as daisies over there. So we'll interesting to see us try to stop number 6 and see how we do, because we couldn't early on, but then somewhere in that second quarter we just flipped the switch and got real stingy. I'd love to see that duplication of last week here tonight.
7-6 McCracken County. As Schofield to kick back off for the Mustangs. So he moves towards the football. It's going to be a shorter kick, this time a high one, and fair catch made at the 36 for Henderson County. The Colonel offense will come out for their first play from scrimmage. Sheila Davis listening in, saying, let's go Mustangs. Good to hear from Sheila. You can let us know you're listening. Text us 270-557-8223. 270-557-8223. The Sailor Connection, your locally owned Verizon Wireless retailer on Lone Oak Road.
Looky here. Ben Dalton starting at quarterback. That's the running threat. Someone we were not expecting to start.
There's the snap. It is a handoff to the back as he gets a nice gain on first down of about 7. That'll make it second and about 3 for the Colonels and 44.
Yeah, that guy's, like old timers say, knee high to a grasshopper. But man, does he run hard.
He is everything we have discussed so far. We have the utmost respect for Mr. Dalton. Second and 2 for the Colonels on their own 44. The Mustangs lead it 7-6 here in this district championship matchup. Winner advances to the regional championship next week. We'll discuss the scenarios in which it could be for the winner tonight. Snap. It is a toss on the left side. That goes to Easley, and he has the first down near the 50 on a gain of about 5.
The motion with a lot of lead blockers there, able to fight through and just kind of contain them to a 1-yard gain. But when you pick up 8 on the first down, that's enough for a first down. So, been on the ground. We're not going to expect them to air it out much. This is a running team who passes sometimes.
I want to give a shout out to Stephanie Barnes and Griffin listening in, saying go Mustangs. Brought to you by the Cellular Connection on Lone Oak Road next to Seaplant Federal Credit Union. There's the snap. It is going to be a quarterback keeper. Dalton hit and met at the line and dropped by Isaiah Keys.
Isaiah Keys beating him in the gap, doing his job. What McCracken County's doing on defense is they're going with the 5-man front. So you have somebody like Hunter Black comes down at defensive end where he's usually inside linebacker, giving him a 5-man front. And this is a better run-stopping formation, something they went to late in that game against Henderson.
2nd and 10 for Henderson County on their own 50. As a drop back pass, airing it down the left sideline, it is incomplete. It was a great attempt made by Henderson County. It looked like Isaiah Easley on the far side, but came up just short. That brings up 3rd down and 10 for the Colonels on their own 50.
Kieran Perez actually got a hand in there and tipped it forward, and he almost pulled that in. The back judge saw that, ran over there, and said it was incomplete.
That makes it 3rd down and 10 for Henderson County on their own 50. The Mustang fans are gonna make some noise on this 3rd down and 10. In the shotgun, it is Dalton. Behind him is Logan Green. Green moves to the right of Dalton. The snap, he drops back, looks, throws right side. It is incomplete. As he overthrew the intended receiver, Damian Dixon, it's 4th down.
The good thing was that wasn't even enough for a first down, and Trezin Hildreth had a nice beat on the wide receiver, so even with the completion, that's a 4th down, and we get the ball back.
4th down and 10. Henderson County a chance to pin McCracken County back deep. Back to punt is Colton Evans, the 5'10 junior kicker. Back deep for McCracken County, number 81, Xander Mays.
Xander's also a punter. Just do everything kind of guy.
Yes, he is. As the punt, it's a lot of pressure. It is a short one, and I believe partially blocked. But at the very least, it was affected, and the Mustangs about where they were last time. 1st and 10 on their own 45.
I think Franklin Hayes knocked his defender into the punt. That's my guess. I couldn't tell, but it looked like that's what happened.
As my brother has walked in, and pleased to report, I don't think he's wearing Henderson County. Is 1st down and 10 for, and also Jenny and Mason here tonight. Good to see both of you. It's 1st down and 10 for the Mustangs. 7-6 lead for McCracken County. The Mustangs now, after a 3 and out by Henderson County with the football, it's 2 wide receivers right, 2 wide receivers to the left. Snap to Wheat. He drops back, looking down the right side. Wide open man at the 30, inside the 20. Jeremiah Hughes Jr. down at the 8.
Wow, wide open. You could not be more. They spread that thing out. Jeremiah Hughes was wide outside. That was pretty much a go route. It might have been a double move. I didn't see it, but Jeremiah Hughes had 10 yards on him. Kind of stumbled when he caught it, kind of just a little bit overthrown, which caused them to be able to catch up. But we're inside the 10.
1st and goal for the Mustangs from the 7 as Wheat with Pete Holmes to his left, rolls to his left, looking to throw to his left. He does. It is incomplete. Intended for the state's leading receiver, Franklin Hayes.
Franklin Hayes has 26 touchdowns on the season. 28 is the record, held by 2 people. One of them is
Jamariel Brown.
Jamariel Brown. I couldn't remember his first name.
Lone Oak graduate.
Part of that prolific offense that Corey Robinson led.
Was a lot of fun watching Jamariel in the Purple Flash in the final seasons of Lone Oak High School. It is 2nd and goal for the Mustangs on the Henderson County 8. As Wheat, he's going to air it out towards the middle of the field. It's incomplete as he tried to get Masick. That makes it now 3rd down and goal from the 8.
2 passes incomplete. That one a little high, the other one a little low. Let's try it a third time, get right down the middle.
3rd down and goal. The Mustang offense so far having its way in the first quarter. The Mustang defense, 3 plays and a 3-and-out for Henderson County. The one big, breakthrough for the Colonels came on special teams. The opening kickoff returned 74 yards for the touchdown to give Henderson the 6-0 lead. McCracken responded, marched down the field, and took the lead 7-6. Several shout-outs to get to. We'll do that at the change of possession. Franklin Hayes in motion. Weak gets the snap, rolling to his left, looking to his left, in a lot of trouble, throws it over the middle of the field, and it's incomplete. That will make it 4th down and goal, and that'll be a chance to bring up Mr. Schofield.
These are big plays for him. You know, this is every point matters. We gotta get these 3 points, add to our lead. Looked like we had the blockers, but we didn't pick up a blitzing linebacker. That would be number 34, Isaiah Fallon, 6'1", 205.
That would be a small individual.
I was thinking the weight, not the height.
That's right. As the snap is good, the hold is good, the kick is up, and it is no good. As Schofield just pulled it a little bit to the left, and so if you're Henderson County, you were able to bend but not break. Let's go ahead and look at some of the shout-outs tonight. Darren Fromeyer says, "Go Mustangs." Preston Snelling, the same thing, as well as Tish Maviano on Twitter. John Trell from Okeechobee, Florida, saying, "Go Mustangs," and Xander Mays. Walter Spillane also saying, "Let's go Mustangs." Stephanie Barnes and Griffin. Those shout-outs brought to you by the Sailor Connection, your locally owned Verizon Wireless retailer on Lone Oak Road next to Seaplant. 7-6, McCracken on top with 7:22 in this first quarter. Handoff to Dalton as he goes straight forward. Gets across to about the 25-yard line. Going to be 2nd and 5 for the Colonels.
Leandre Bolin gets up slow. Looks like he's limping a little bit.
Leandre Bolin, the highly touted sophomore for the Mustangs on the front line, wears number 50 on the right side of the defense. He is limping heavily. That's something to watch for McCracken County. He is a force when he is healthy. 2nd and 5 for Henderson County. Snap. It is a blown-up play, but Henderson County able to get probably a yard, and good thing for Mr. Dalton, he was able to hand it off because he was immediately lit up.
I was just watching Leandre Bolin, and even with him being limping a little bit, he was the one in on the tackle. Him and Ian McCune able to stop him. Now brings up a critical 3rd down and 3.
As the Mustang fans making some noise, 3rd down and 3. Dalton calls for it. McCracken almost jumped. They did not. Henderson County changing their play. Play clock down to 6. Dalton gets the snap. Hands off. It is a handoff that's going to get maybe a yard. Going to cause 4th and 2.
Good job by the defense there to stop a pretty prolific running back who gets up slow himself, favoring his right foot.
Logan Green, a yard short of the 4th down, and obviously this early and deep in your own territory. It is going to be a punt for Henderson County. Back deep for McCracken County, awaiting the kick is number 21, Colton Reeves. It is a nice punt. Colton calls for the fair catch and will take it right there on his own 35. This game has been a quick one so far in terms of action. The game clock, though, going a bit slower, but I feel like I haven't been able to breathe just yet.
Yeah, we really have had some big plays on offense, but really haven't found a rhythm. Most of that is because we don't have a running game, and if I had to guess, we're in the negative rushing yards so far this game.
As Jimmy Garrett will give us that update here in just a moment. 1st down and 10 for the Mustangs on their own 36. 5:23 in the first quarter, 7-6 McCracken County. 3 wideouts to the right for Elijah Wheat. Wheat gets the snap, quick throw, right side, it is complete. That's to Franklin. He slips, gets back on his feet, gets across the 40, and near the 1st down. That was a great job by Franklin Hayes to regain his composure and grab the 1st down.
His older brother, who he took the record from this year for for yards, and is about ready to take the record for completions, was money on that. It's just a quick screen out there. He was good for 8 or 9 yards every play. Here, his younger brother picks up 9 on the play.
2nd and inches. We'll see what the Mustangs want to do here, if they go deep or just go for the easy first down. Is in motion. It is Holmes. It is going to be a handoff to Jeremiah Hughes Jr., who's hit in the backfield and dropped for a loss. And that was another job of the defensive line, just getting in the backfield of McCracken County.
That's their running back, Isaiah Fallen, who was everywhere last game and such a force. Big kid, that prototypical linebacker size, and he was coming 100 miles an hour. We just didn't have an answer for him. No one stepped up in that gap, so now it's a 3rd and long.
3rd down and 5 for the Mustangs on their own 41, leading Henderson County 7-6, 4:20 here in this first quarter. Decent crowd on hand here tonight at Marquette Stadium, and a cold night here in McCracken County. Wheat dropping back to pass, looking. He's going to air it towards the middle of the field. It is incomplete as he tried to get it over the middle to Masick, and that will be a 3-and-out, which, if you're Coach Clark, a bit infuriating when you were 2nd and inches.
Yeah, you're right. And so far, I'm going to guess we're at negative 12 yards rushing. Don't have the stat on that, but that's going to be my guess. We've gone nowhere forward, everything backward, because we had 2 5-yard losses on runs, and then Elijah Wheat tried to run it as well.
Punting situation here for the Mustangs is Xander Mays to kick. It's a low snap, but digs it out. It is a wobbler of a punt, though, that will go essentially sideways and be a net of about 14 yards on the punt. And Henderson County now with good field position, 1st down and 10 on their own 45.
Kind of a see potential, but can't really get going so far this game.
Credit to Henderson County, both sides.
Official stat is minus 8 yards rushing for McCracken County so far.
So that is something to note. If the Mustangs, without Hunter Bradley, able to get the running game going here tonight. 1st down and 10 for Henderson on their own 46. The Mustangs lead 7-6, 4 minutes here in this first quarter. Man in motion. It is going to be a toss right side. The Mustangs had it defended well and not able to get in the backfield, but able to keep it for just a gain of 2. The handoff to Caney Smith.
And Hunter Black was there on the missed tackle early on, but what he did was he caused him to have to sidestep, slowed him down. He had some momentum, and the rest of McCracken County caught up shortly thereafter for just a 2-yard gain.
And so that will make it 2nd and 7.
They run that jet sweep a lot and get some yards off of it too.
Dropping back to pass, looking down the right side. They have a wide open man. He's got it and dropped it. That was going for broke for Henderson County. They could not reel it in, and that was a break for McCracken County.
That's Isaiah Easley there, the guy they've targeted several times. Now, I think they're looking for a matchup. They haven't been throwing as much at Kieran Perez as they have Colton Crow, and Colton Crow's got to realize that they're going to try to test him, and he's got to be up for that challenge. Couple good defensive plays, that's going to change that.
3rd down and 8 for Henderson County. The Mustangs lead 7-6, 3:18 here in this first quarter. In the backfield, Ben Dalton. He gets the snap. He rolls to his left under a lot of pressure, and he escapes the initial pressure. Gets across the 50, has a 1st down to the 44-yard line.
Frustrating. We had him dead to rights, and he's a slippery little guy, and he stepped up in the pocket, and off he went for a nice 1st down gain by him. Keeps the chains moving.
Watching the replay on YouTube, it was 4 Mustangs after him, but couldn't quite bring him down, and credit to Mr. Dalton for that. 1st down and 10 for the Colonels now in McCracken County territory at the 43.
Not the best passer, but he adds such a dimension to the running game that you have to honor him. That's kind of their goal here tonight. We haven't seen Sam Elliott one bit.
Mustang fans making a little bit of noise on 1st down. 1st down and 10. It is a handoff to Green, who fumbles it, and the Mustangs jump on it.
Great turn of events for us. We needed a little break. They had some momentum going offensively. Now we got to get out here and let's put a drive together.
It looked like it was Isaiah Keys who jumped on it for McCracken County. And so the Mustangs will get the football back after the first miscue of the game. Goes against Henderson County. It'll be McCracken County now, 1st down and 10. on their own 43 as they are going to decline a Henderson County penalty, and the Mustangs will get it. We have several shout-outs to get to. We'll do that in just a little bit. 270-557-8223. 270-557-8223. Credit to Mr. Gino Miller, AD, and Assistant Athletic Director Mallory Austin for making this broadcast possible tonight. First down and 10 for the Mustangs on their own 42. Wheat gets the snap. He rolls to his right. He's looking to air it downfield. He will air it downfield. He has a man. It's caught by Franklin. He has it inside the 30 down to the 24.
Wow, beautiful pass. Lord help us. That was amazing. On the run, slinging it. Perfect pass by Elijah Wheat to Franklin Hayes, and Franklin had to spin around to catch it, which kept him from scoring there. A couple big plays. We got to punch some of these in now. Had a field. They held us to a field goal that we missed. Let's put this one in the end zone.
That'll make it first down and 10 for the Mustangs on the 24 of Henderson County. The Mustangs lead 7-6, 2:35 here in this opening quarter.
They're starting to unpack the box.
Wheat looks, throws left side. It is caught by Masick. That is around the first down marker, I think about a yard short. That'll make it second and about a yard and a half.
Last drive they had 8 in the box. That play they had 6. So one of the goals for McCracken County is pass it around the yard enough where we can get some running lanes opened up. We have not tried one inside run this game.
Wheat gets the snap. He will hand it off to Jeremiah Hughes Jr., who's hit at the line and nothing doing. And again, credit to Henderson County. They are just whipping McCracken County up front a little bit right now.
You know, when you're looking at what they're trying to do, you think we have an advantage there, but they play physical. They have a physical defense.
Third down and, well, let's call it 2 now for McCracken County on their own 16-yard line. Coach Clark signals in the play call.
Haven't seen Carter rolling yet. More of a power back.
1:30 here in this first quarter. The Mustangs, and what we have figured it to be so far, a close matchup. 7-6, McCracken County. Some confusion for the Mustangs. Play clock down to 2. And McCracken County needing a timeout. We'll take one with them. 1:19 here in the first quarter. The Mustangs lead it 7-6. Big third down coming up for the Mustangs. Third down and 2. Jared Adams, it's a big play for both sides.
You're right, and I don't see how we don't pass it. I mean, that's the only thing that's been working. Looks like Jeremiah's in the backfield. I can see something out of the backfield to him, but it's got to be a pass.
As Wheat gets the snap, he is looking to pass it. He pump fakes, throws towards the end zone. It is picked off.
Yeah, it was a poor throw. Franklin Hayes on a little post route. Inside guy, had inside leverage, threw it right to him. Franklin Hayes tried to play DB at the last second.
And so both teams trading turnovers here. As with a 1:11 here in the first quarter, Henderson County now gets the football back on their own 20, and the Mustangs back-to-back drives, missed possessions inside the red zone. Something to watch.
Yeah, those are the types of things that might come back to haunt you. Quick shout out to the Haydens, the Helmiches, the Keys, rocking the noisy section. If you hear the cowbells, it's them.
Off to our right, first down and 10 for Henderson County on their own 20. As it is a handoff to Green. He spins and makes some room across the 25, across the 30, and brought down around the 36-yard line. Gain of about, let's call it 17. First down and 10 for the Colonels.
We had him, we had a blitz on, stopped dead to rights. He spins out of it, and we don't got anybody there. I mean, he's a slippery guy. He's low to the ground. He runs so hard. Man, he's got a heart of a lion.
That'll make it first down and 10 for Henderson County on their own 37. Mustang fans trying to make a little noise here before the end of the first quarter. 40 seconds here in the first. Mustangs lead 7-6. Thanks for joining us tonight. Several shout-outs to get to in just a moment. Snap, dropping back to pass. A lot of pressure. Throws left side complete. The screen, though, blown up by the Mustangs. Great job by the Mustang defense.
Man, well read. I'll say one of the things last year defensively, our weakness was our screen game. And ever since Graves County, we've been solid. They tried it against us, and Ian McCune has been a big part of that. He has an eye for screens. He can sniff them out. He wasn't in on that one, but great job by the defense.
Hunter Vlack, Colton Reeves, and Kieran Perez all contributing on that tackle. No gain on the play, 2nd and 10, as that will be it for the first quarter. We'll take a timeout. After one quarter, this has been a dandy so far. McCracken County leads Henderson County. It's 7-6. Back here at McCracken County High School, the Mustangs lead 7-6 after what was a back-and-forth first quarter. Both teams scoring early, turning the football over late in the first quarter. And we're back 2nd and 10, Henderson County on their own 37. Mustang fans making a little noise. It is a quarterback keeper who makes a little bit out of something that really wasn't there. He gets about 7 yards on 2nd down. Looked like he might be dropped down at the line, but was able to squeak through for a gain of about 5. Maybe 6.
A lot going on that play. You know, you had 2 people shift, and then you had a jet sweep, and then he faked the jet sweep, and it was a quarterback run right up the middle, and found a little seam and rode it to 7 yards, or 8 yards actually.
It'll be 3rd down and 2 for Henderson County on their own 45-yard line. Mustang fans making a little bit of noise. Snap. It is a handoff, and just maybe enough for the first down, it looks like, for Henderson County after the gain of 2.
Handed off to number 6. He's a trusty runner. He comes up to the shoulder pad of their left tackle. The top of his helmet is below their left tackle shoulder pad.
It'll be 1st down and 10 for Henderson County near midfield. 11 minutes here in the first half. 7-6 McCracken County in what has been a dandy so far. Both teams scoring in the first 2 minutes of this ball game, and then defenses kind of figuring each other out there from this point.
Going empty. Logan Green off the field.
2 wideouts to the left, 2 to the right. Now a man in motion for Henderson County. It is going to be a toss left side. Stiff arm gets across the 50 and out to the 47-yard line. Going to be a gain of about maybe 6, maybe just 5. 2nd and 5, let's call it.
They haven't had an area where they haven't been gaining a lot of yards, but I would say they're most effective on the edge. They're using that edge run to set up the inside run.
Harper and Addison Jones saying, "Let's go Mustangs." Also, Donald want to give a shout out on the way to Murray saying, "Go Mustangs." Brought to you by the Cellular Connection, your locally owned Verizon wireless retailer. Lone Oak Road next to Seaplant. 2nd and 5, empty backfield, dropping back, throwing over the middle of the field. It is incomplete as they tried to get it to Edmund Brooks, but fell incomplete. 3rd and 5.
That was strange because it was behind him and he tried to one-arm catch it, and that gave Treston Hildreth time to catch up and pull that arm down out of contention, and we have it in completion. Not the most prolific passing team we've seen. Had a lot of long strikes dialed up, but they just can't convert on them.
Mustang fans making a little bit more noise. 3rd down and 5 for the Colonels on the McCracken County 47-yard line. In the backfield, in the shotgun, it is Ben Dalton. He has to his right Isaiah Easley.
More of a passing group we have in here. We don't have Logan Green.
It is a screen pass right side, incomplete. Nice job on the backside by Colton Reeves.
As he throws.
As Colton Reeves completely uncovered coming around the backside and was able to deliver the hit. That makes it 4th down and 5 for Henderson County. The Mustangs will get the football back on a punt. Nice job by McCracken County. Elise Joyce listening in alongside Nathan Joyce. Good to hear from those two fine people.
Is she explaining the game of football to him?
I think so. Okay. Probably to Nathan. Boomer Sooner fan, as the punt is a nice end-over-end punt, as a fair catch was going to be called for, but they're going to let it drop inside the 20 and down to the 13-yard line. A little bit of contact with Colton Reeves, and the fans here wanting a flag, but not getting it.
He calls for a fair catch, and then the guy runs into him to keep him from fair catching it. That should have been a penalty. It wasn't a big, hit that knocked into Colton Reeves, but it was enough to impede him from catching the football.
Those shout-outs brought to you by the Sailor Connection on Lone Oak Road next to Seaplant. The Mustangs will get it 1st down and 10 on their own 12, leading 7-6, 10-12 here in this first half. So the Mustang offense, which really put on a hurt on Owensboro Apollo last week, showing signs of figuring things out through the air, not yet through the ground. Wheat gets the snap. He throws quick right side to Mason. Gets across the 15. Has a block up across the 20. And will be brought down around the 22-yard line. Gain of 10, maybe 11. It should be enough for a 1st down. It is.
Nice to see they're getting everyone else involved besides, 5. They put 5 out there and then throw a screen to a sophomore, Nick Masick, who's basically their backup tight end. So, they're trying to keep the focus off of Franklin so that they can take a shot with him.
Franklin has single coverage on the high side. That's something to watch.
Now they're trying to double cover him.
As Wheat rolls to that side, now steps into the pocket, trying to avoid pressure, and he will get a gain of about 4 maybe on 1st down, maybe 5 even. That'll make it 2nd and, let's call it 5.
Smart instincts by the senior. Steps up in the pocket, finds a huge hole up the middle, and takes off running for a nice 6-yard gain.
Franklin Hayes still high side, but now they do look like they may kind of shade him a little bit as Wheat steps left side. Now he throws it over the middle. It is caught, and that's going to be wide open down the right sideline. Inside the 30 is Xander. Down to the 20. Inside the 10 to the 6.
A lot of yards, not a lot of points tonight. Last time I checked, we're at 150. We're well over 200 now, and we're only 7 points. Mostly because of 2 turnover and then a missed field goal.
That'll make it 1st down and goal as the fireworks going off for that big play on 1st down, as that may have been a little bit of a
premature celebration.
A little bit, but it's what's to come hopefully for McCracken County.
That's funny.
It's 1st down and goal for the Mustangs at the 8. It is a handoff. It's inside Jeremiah Hughes Jr., but he is stopped and dropped for a short loss of 1. That will make it 2nd and goal from the 9. McCracken County trailing 6-0 after the opening kickoff. Came right down the field and scored quickly to make it 7-6. But since then, both teams just really finding ways, and especially inside the 20 for Henderson County, of stifling the other team.
When you don't have a running game, short yardage areas are really a struggle for passing teams. They need to find a crossing route, maybe a fade to the corner with Franklin. Maybe a little screen play. But
2nd and goal from the 9 as Wheat rolls to his right, looking towards his right, still looking to throw it. As he's going to tuck it and take maybe a short loss of 1. That'll make it 3rd and goal from the 10.
Well covered on the play by Henderson County. To be honest with you, what McCracken County needs is they need to go back to the 30. That would actually give them a better opportunity because they'd have more room to run their
That is so true.
Routes.
It brings a laugh, but you're not wrong. As McCracken,
20-yard field.
And so big 3rd down and goal. The Mustangs missed a field goal earlier. Looking to capitalize here. Wheat. But Jeremiah Hughes Jr. behind him, sends him in motion. Wheat, quarterback keeper, trying to go up the middle. He has it inside the 5, brought down at the 4. And definitely with this early, probably a kicking situation for McCracken County. Maybe. We will see if Coach Clark wants to roll with it. I think he may roll with it, actually. Instead of trying to get the points, just going for it all. And so a big play here. See what the Mustangs dial up here on 4th and goal at the 3. Play clock down to 15. The Mustangs probably going to use a timeout as Coach Clark heads down towards the 20. Play clock down to 10. And the Mustangs going to take a timeout. Want to give a shout out to Brian Phelps listening in tonight, and he chimes in. He's actually here to our right, Brian is, as I see him saying to Nathan Joyce, we've saved you a seat, buddy. And so, Nathan, if you're still listening, and it is a big play here. 4th down and 3. 4th down and goal at the 3 for McCracken County. What are you drawing up here?
A field goal.
If that's not the option, my friend, what next?
Well, shoot, the power game is not there. Here.
Play action bootleg, something of that.
Frank's got great ups. You got to throw a fade in the corner of the end zone, make him go up and get it.
He has been phenomenal in that situation.
If you want to put him in motion to get a bad matchup, you can do that, move him around. I don't know, but that's really your only option, right? That I can see.
I like this call from Coach Etheridge, and Coach Clark is just going for it right here, and it's the playoffs. Go big or go home, I guess, is the way to look at it. So 4th down and goal for the Mustangs on the Henderson County 3.
227 yards through the air so far this game, only 7 points.
And the key being that Henderson County is holding McCracken County in the negatives, rushing-wise. See if the Mustangs able to convert here, though. Big 4th down. 4th and goal for the Mustangs from the Henderson 3. Wheat.
Bunch formation.
Pete Holmes to his left. Wheat. Snap. As he is rolling to his right, looking to throw it. Has a wide open man, but it's deflected and incomplete. And Henderson County will hold the Mustangs again inside the 20.
Inside the 5.
And credit the Colonels. Bend but don't break is their motto tonight.
Man, I just said 227 yards. I don't know if I've heard 227 yards and only 1 touchdown from it. That's great defense by Henderson County, and they have effectively taken away our run game, and we can move the ball through the air. We just can't seem to get into the end zone.
So it's 1st down and 10 for the Colonels on their own 3. We'll see what the Mustangs dial up here with the Colonels backed up deep.
Love to see 2 points.
As they are looking to air it down the right sideline. One-on-one coverage. It's picked off. Picked off at the 30. As they are going to say it is an interception. They looked like they were going to call it an incomplete pass at first, but what a job by Colton Crowell. So Colton Crowell will set the Mustangs up 1st down and 10 from the 30. There's your request.
Thank you. We now have now with 30 yards, we've got a lot more options. We really do. Think about all of your 3rd and long passing plays that, we've gained a lot of yards now we can take some shots at the end zone from this area.
Want to give a shout out to John and Sandy Sams, faithful Mustang listeners. I'm sure by their radio or maybe even YouTube tonight. Good to hear from 2 great people on the Cellular Connection text hotline. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs on the Henderson County 31. Trips wide receivers to the right as Wheat drops back, steps into the pocket, and he'll be sacked for a short loss of about 2.
Kind of tripped up there. Tried to dive back to the line of scrimmage, and that's an awful spot. He dove back to the 31-yard line. They'll give him at the 34.
And so it'll be 2nd and 13 for the Mustangs on their own 34. 6:45 in the first half. McCracken leads 7-6. And what has been a defensive slugfest, sort of, when you consider the Mustangs almost have 300 yards passing. Just not so much on the running end. Split backs beside Wheat. He is going to give it to Jeremiah Hughes Jr., who cuts it up at the 35, inside the 30, and we'll get to about the 26, maybe the 25.
It's our first positive running play of the game. Nice little edge run. Watching that, the reason why that worked, Nick Masick set a heck of a block on the defensive end, turning him inside, allowing us to get a nice gain. That's over 10 yards there.
Want to give a shout out to Ellen Palace listening in tonight, saying go Mustangs. That on the Facebook side. 3rd down and 4 for the Mustangs on the Henderson County 25. The Mustangs lead 7-6. 5:48 here in the first half. Jared Adams alongside me. I'm Eric Chumbler. Jimmy Garrett will join us at halftime. 3 wide receivers to the left. Wheat looks to the left. He's going to throw it towards the deep left. It is incomplete as he tried to get it to Franklin Hayes. Great coverage on the play by Henderson County, making it 4th and 4 in probably 4-down territory at the 25.
So 25, that's a 38-yard field goal. That's just at the edge of what we've seen Ben do. We've seen him kick 40 and 50-yard field goals in pregame. 38 is the longest he's tried in this season. That was against, he made it against Mayfield. That was a big one.
4th down and 4 for the Mustangs. A lot of confusion offensively. 10 seconds left on the play clock. The Mustangs now set. Down to 5. Wheat. He's going to pass it right side. It is it's caught, but it is going to be blown up for a short loss. And so the Mustangs once again turn it over on downs and keeping keeping Henderson County within reach.
Henderson County isn't doing much better offensively. Let's just say that. A pretty good job, McCracken County defense today. Really stymieing every effort Henderson County's made. But Henderson County puts together a nice little drive. I mean, we're really having a hard time moving the ball. They're unpacking that box. There was 6 in the box that entire last drive.
1st and 10 for the Colonels on their own 26 as they are going to hand it off to Green. He gets across the 30 and out to about the 31. There is a late flag on the play. Not quite sure if it is a face mask or if it is a hold of some sort. Don't think it was a hold, but that would be bad news for McCracken County. It is a face mask against the Mustangs. And so that will make it a 1st down. For Henderson County, I want to give a shout out to Ella and Maddie Skinner watching their cousin Dalton from Atlanta tonight. Shout out to you guys. Also, Danny and Renee Allen listening in. Good to hear from them. Cellular Connection, Lone Oak Road, your locally owned Verizon Wireless retailer next to Seaplant Federal Credit Union. 1st and 10 for Henderson County on their own 37. In the shotgun, it's Dalton. As Green to his right, gets the snap, pressure coming. Green trying to find the edge. He then cuts it up to around the 40. It's going to be a gain of about 3, making it 2nd and 7.
Colton Reeves making that tackle from the backside of the defense. He had a blitz on. If that was a zone to him, he would have blown that up in the backfield. That was a pitch, quick pitch, and he tracked it down from the backside. Good front side defense, though, to slow up Logan Green enough for Colton Reeves to catch up to him.
Checking into the ballgame for McCracken County is Reagan Garner. Checking out for the Mustangs is Isaiah Connor as he gets out in time. 2nd and 7 for the Colonels on their own 40. McCracken leads 7-6, 4:30 here in the first half. Green gets the handoff. Not much doing, trying to carry the pile, though. He's unable to do it. It'll be a gain of about 1, making it 3rd and about 6. As Green does actually come up on the other side of the pile, but play was blown dead.
That's the thing is he's so small. Who knows? You might be thinking you're attacking him, and it squirts out the other side. Big 3rd down here.
It is a big 3rd down.
Coming up on 4 minutes left in the half. They put together a drive right here. It's going to be big.
Mustangs would love to get the football back, score before the half, then get the football back to start the second half. A lot can happen in the next few minutes of game action. Mustang fans making a little bit of noise. 3rd down and 6. Snap, dropping back is Dalton under a lot of pressure and sacked.
Huge.
Leandre Bolin also a part of it. Ethan McKendry for the quarterback sack. And that will give McCracken County the football with 3:30. Here's a momentum opportunity for the Mustangs, Jared.
Yeah, this is a big one. But we've got to figure out some things offensively. We've got some things going on in our deep passing game. Our intermediate passing game isn't so hot. And, of course, our run game, 1 positive run on the night.
As the punt, a lot of pressure coming. It's a high, spiraling, short punt. bounces just beyond the 50 and really does not go much further than that. It does bounce 1 yard to the 48, so the Mustangs will have really good field position, Jared. 3 minutes left. This could be the drive of the game in terms of momentum.
I mean, points are hard to come by. This is a stingy, do-not-give-up kind of defense. And when you actually start looking at their defensive line, this is not the biggest line we've faced. I mean, think about Apollo. They got 6'5", 300-pounders. They got their defensive tackle is 5'7", 245. But he's a bear.
And so the Mustangs march out. First down and 10. Wheat in the backfield with them.
6 in the box.
Jeremiah Hughes Jr. as he gets the carry and has a hole across the 50 to about the 45. It'll be a gain of about 6 on first down, making it 2nd and 4.
They are expecting us to hurt them through the air. They unpacked the box. We ran it. Ran it effectively. Love to see that.
2nd down and 4 for the Mustangs near the 45. Let's call it the 46.
You can tell Coach Clark is in a chess match right now.
A great game between McCracken and Henderson. Jeremiah Hughes Jr. in motion. The snap. They're going to throw in the flat to Jeremiah. It's incomplete as he led a little bit too much for his reach, and that will make it 3rd down and 4.
Would have been a nice little play, getting Jeremiah out on the flat. Had a good blocking ahead of him with Pete Holmes and Xander Mays. Missed opportunity there for a pickup on first down.
And instead, it's going to be a hold on McCracken County, backing up the 2nd down and 4, or 6, I should say, to 2nd and 16.
How do you hold on a quick screen?
And so the Mustangs will be moved backwards. While they sort that out, I want to give a shout out to one of McCracken County's biggest fans saying, "Let's go Mustang." Always proud to be a Mustang. Buddy and Joyce Lewis listening in tonight. And so a shout out to Buddy and Joyce. 2nd and long for the Mustangs as they are resetting the play clock. That's now set to go. 2:26 here in the 2nd quarter. The Mustangs lead 7-6. Wheat dropping back, steps into the pocket. In a lot of pressure, and he's brought down after a gain of about 3. That'll put it near the original line of scrimmage, making it 3rd and 11.
So you want another crossing route. I think Xander Mays was pretty good on the little dig route he ran earlier. Something like that. You want one just beyond the sticks around the 40-yard line. You don't necessarily need to take an end zone shot right here. But this is definitely going in the air.
3rd down and 11 for the Mustangs on their own 47. Wheat sends Jeremiah Hughes Jr. in motion, gets the snap, looking, steps into the pocket. He is sacked. And Henderson County just beating McCracken County up front again.
Yeah, he's faced a lot of pressure, and Henderson County going to get the ball back just under a minute. But we'll have a good opportunity to pin them back. So though we didn't get to score, as long as this punt goes well, they'll have a fairly long field for them to try to score before halftime. I just don't see that happening.
Don and Kathy chiming in from the YouTube side of things, saying go Mustangs. With 4th and 17 for the Mustangs. McCracken using the game clock. It's a end-over-end punt. Bounces at the 33, goes a little sideways, and bounces towards the 29-yard line. The Mustangs will down it with under a minute left. Also want to give a shout out to Vicky Burgess listening in. Vicky and Richard listening in. Good to hear from them. And again, happy 50th wedding anniversary to those two. It'll be 1st down and 10 for Henderson County. And it's been everything we thought so far, Jared.
It really has. It's a slugfest for sure. I don't see how we're going to get above 14 points where this is going.
51 seconds here in the first half. The Mustangs lead 7-6. Snap, handoff goes to Green. He finds a little bit of running room across the 40, out to the 46-yard line. So elusive is Mr. Green.
Yeah, that puts them on the 45. I mean, the clock's going to run, but they got all 3 timeouts, it looks like.
And so Henderson County will take one of those timeouts. 43.8 seconds left here in the first half. Jimmy Garrett will have Jerry's Mr. Penguin Tuxedo Den first half stats. as Jimmy Garrett will tell us all about the first half offense and defensive stats. And then we will have the Estes Chiropractic second half adjustments. And that's all coming up at the half. 43 seconds left until halftime. McCracken leads 7-6. We thought from the first 2 minutes of the game it was going to be an offensive slugfest. It has not been.
It has not. It's been a pretty frustrating one because there's a lot of yards being gained, but actually the last two offensive series we've gone nowhere.
Yeah.
And Clark is over there trying to figure out a way to get some yards. Really good defense.
The Mustang band to our left making a little bit of noise. First down and 10 for the Colonels on their own 45. Overall, a pretty nice crowd tonight. Not the biggest we've had all season by any stretch, but for the weather, we'll take it. First down and 10. Henderson County, as it's another handoff. Nope, quarterback keeper. He gets across the 45 to the 47, does Dalton, then knocked out of bounds.
38 seconds left, 2nd and 7-ish.
Shout out to the Carpers listening in from Anaheim, California. Thank you, Jason Carper, for that shout out all the way in Anaheim. Brought to you by the Cellular Connection on Lone Oak Road next to Seaplant in Paducah. 2nd and 8 for the Colonels. 38 seconds left near midfield. McCracken leads 7-6. Snap. It is a handoff right side, getting across the 50, but staying in bounds to the 49-yard line. That will cause Henderson County to take another timeout. And if you're McCracken County, you have to watch out because you have to figure Henderson County's about to dial up a maybe play action pass type play of some sort.
Yeah, well, first of all, we got a quarterback who can use his legs to hurt you. So I could see a rollout pass with him with the option to run it if so. He picked up a critical 3rd down earlier in the game. Doing just that. So I could see them put the ball in Ben Dalton's hands and let them make a play.
Don't know if you can see it on YouTube or if you've seen it tonight. There's a beautiful moon just to the east, obviously, tonight. It is right in the background here. A nice backdrop to what has been a great game here tonight. 7-6, McCracken on top, 3rd and 4. Third and 4 for Henderson County on the McCracken 49-yard line. It will be Green behind Dalton in the backfield. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Watch the play action. McCracken fans making some noise, dropping back to pass. A lot of pressure, and he's able to escape it, steps into the pocket, and will get the first down across the 45. Henderson County 1 timeout. Will they use it?
Oh, man, I thought we had him dead to rights in the backfield. Had good pressure on him, but that's what Ben Dalton does is he's a pretty good elusive feller, and he steps up in the pocket and gets hit, but able to dive forward for that first down.
Now, this was an area that hurt Henderson County the first go-around. Right before halftime, the play calling was a bit peculiar for the Colonels that left no points or left points on the field potentially. Now, if you're Henderson County, you have a chance to take the lead. No timeouts left, 22 seconds. I'm sure you've got to be aggressive on these next few plays.
Yeah, you got 3 plays. Depends on the outcome of those, maybe more. But you don't have a ton of time, and I don't think they trust their kicker enough to worry about that. I think they're going for the end zone.
As first down and 10 for Henderson County on the McCracken County 44. 22 seconds left. The Mustangs lead 7-6 here in the second quarter. As Dalton with Green behind him, now to his left. Snap, dropping back to pass. Looking to throw right side, wide open receiver. Has it at the 30, but does not get out of bounds. It will stop momentarily for the first down, but that will cost Henderson County a little bit of time. We will see. As 14 seconds left, Henderson County not set yet. And they're begging for a penalty, and they will get it. That was another poor execution by the Colonels with seconds left in the first half. It is deja vu of the game in Henderson County. You just knew that a penalty for formation was going to come when they were not set, but trying to punt, or I'm sorry, trying to spike it. And the Colonels cost themselves 5 yards and still have not stopped the clock yet, which will start in just a moment. There's 9.2 seconds left. The clock will start right now. Henderson County will now spike it, having it 1st and 15 on the 34. 5 yards in this situation can mean a lot.
This is, like we talked about, this is more of a running team, and so they don't have a ton of down the field weapons. We got to play it safe, though, keep everybody in front of us. And they're lining up for a field goal. Wow. Lord help us.
That will be from 51 yards.
51-yard field goal.
My goodness, for Colton Evans.
We blocked one of his, at least a couple of his field goals.
Xander Mays back deep. No, I'm sorry, Colton Reeves back deep for McCracken County. As the Mustang fans making a little bit of noise. Snaps good, holds good. Kick is going to be well short into the end zone, and that will give McCracken County time for a play. 1.2 seconds left.
I think he has a 41-yard leg.
That is, it was about 10 yards short. Good call on that, and
it's a lot of confidence in your kicker.
And now McCracken will get it 20 seconds, or I'm sorry, on the 20-yard line with 1.2 seconds left.
Yeah.
7-6, all scoring in the first 2 minutes. See what the Mustangs do, if they just want to run it and bring on halftime, or if they want to try something creative before half.
No, you just go into the game thankful they didn't score into the locker room.
Our trips wide receivers to the right.
Quadruple covered.
As Wheat sends Pete Holmes in motion, he's going to hand it off to the back. And Jeremiah Hughes Jr. will run this one into halftime. What a first half, especially in the first 2 minutes when all the scoring took place. At the half, McCracken County leads Henderson County 7-6. When we come back, we will have the first half scoring and first half stats brought to you by Jerry's Mr. Penguin Tuxedo Den. And then we will have the second half adjustments brought to you by Estes Chiropractic. That's when we return here at the half. McCracken leads Henderson 7-6. 10 seconds. Back here high atop Marquette Stadium in what was an entertaining first couple of minutes to the action here tonight, and then the defenses took over. It is 7-6, McCracken County on top of Henderson County after one half of play. It's time now to look at Jerry's Mr. Penguin Tuxedo Den first half stats, and with basketball homecoming not terribly far away, their place to go is Jerry's Mr. Penguin Tuxedo Den in downtown Paducah, as they are proud sponsors of the first half stats. With those stats, we welcome in Mr. Jimmy Garrett.
Good evening, Mustang fans. We'll start out as we always do and look at the scoring drives. And as Eric said, there was only 2 in that first half, and both of those scoring drives were in the first minute and 59 seconds of the game. Henderson certainly led off the game with that kickoff return, 76 yards by Williams, which was the first score of the game with 11:46, just 14 seconds off the clock. Henderson had already taken a 6-0 lead. One good thing from McCracken County there on the PAT. The PAT was blocked, keeping the score at 6-0 in Henderson's favor in that first 15 seconds of the game. McCracken County came back on their first possession on a 5-play, 53-yard drive, scoring at the 10:01 mark in that first quarter. It was a 21-yard pass from Elijah Wheat to Xander Mays, and Ben Schofield followed up with a made PAT, and McCracken County took a 7-6 lead at the 10:01 mark. And as you said, Eric, that was the only scoring. Next 22 minutes, we got into a scoring drought on both teams. So looking at it from a statistical standpoint, McCracken County's had a pretty good evening, at least on one side of the offensive driving tonight. From a rushing standpoint, McCracken County's had a tough night. I've got them down for 13 rushes, a negative 16 yards from the line of offense. Certainly some of those have been Elijah Wheat getting tackled in the backfield. From a passing standpoint, Elijah Wheat's having a pretty decent night tonight. 18 attempts, 9 completions, 225 yards. And McCracken County's got a total of 6 first downs this evening. Jumping over and looking at Henderson County. Henderson County's had 7 possessions in that first half. They've got just 105 yards. The biggest majority of those coming from a rushing standpoint. 21 rushes tonight for Henderson County, 90 yards. From a passing standpoint, just 2 for 9. Just a few moments ago, Eric, they were just 1 for 7 in the last minute of the game. They completed a couple passes for a total of 15 yards from a passing standpoint and just a mere 7 first down. So not a lot of offense on Henderson's side of the ball tonight. We'll take a look at the individual stats, and we'll start out on individual stats. We'll start out with McCracken County. The only positive rushing yards tonight is Jeremiah Hughes. He's got 7 rushes for 6 yards. From a passing standpoint, as I just mentioned, Elijah Wheat, 9 of 18, 225 yards and 1 TD. I will note there's been some turnovers in that first half. Elijah Wheat did throw an interception into the end zone there when McCracken County was down close on their drive. Ended up having an interception and turning the ball over to Henderson County there on an opportunity to score a touchdown. From a receiving standpoint, McCracken County's had a good evening. Leading receiver tonight's interesting. The leading receiver tonight from McCracken County is number 81, Xander Mays. He's had 4 receptions tonight, 119 yards and a touchdown. Jeremiah Hughes is having a good evening. He's got a reception for 47. Franklin Hayes, as always, he's 2 for 39. And Nick Masick is two catches tonight for 20 yards. From a defensive standpoint, not anything really standing out there big. Isaiah Keys has had some good tackles in the backfield. That's been really the highlight from the defensive side for McCracken County. Looking over at Henderson County this evening, Logan Green, of course, is leading the way. He's got 9 rushes for 58 yards. Ben Dalton, the quarterback there, he's got 9 rushes as well for 21. He's had a fumble as well, so McCracken County had a fumble recovery there at the 3-minute mark left in the first quarter. Edmund Brooks has got 2 carries for 8, and Kana Smith has 1 carry for 3 yards. So that makes up the majority of Henderson County's offense tonight. As I mentioned, from a passing standpoint, Ben Dalton's just 2 for 9 for 15 yards. He as well threw an interception there that Colton Crowell picked off there in the middle of the first half as well. And from a receiving standpoint, just Isaiah Fallon has the 1 catch for 15 yards, and that's really the total for Henderson County from an offensive standpoint. So, Eric, not a lot of offense on Henderson's side. Not a lot of rushing yards from McCracken County. First time I think I've seen them in the negative in quite a while from a rushing standpoint. And we got 3 turnovers there in the first half. Fumble recovery on that McCracken County had, an interception as well, and then Elijah Wheat threw that 1 interception in the end zone there in the first quarter.
And so that pretty much sums it up, what it has been so far here in the first half. Jimmy Garrett, as always, my friend, appreciate it. We'll talk to you in the postgame, all right?
All right, thank you.
All right, that is Jimmy Garrett joining us as he has the first half stats. As Jared, it was a great first couple of minutes, and then both teams just kind of slugging it out, and the defense taking over and really just keeping both teams at bay at the 7-6 score. Just told we have over 150 currently people watching on YouTube, and that's here at the half. So that is a good number. Want to say a shout out to to Troy and Sherry Harris, who say let's go Mustangs. Dean McKendry saying let's go Mustangs, and thanks to the students for the YouTube feed, saying great job as well. JT listening in from Olmsted, good to hear from you. Alexis listening in, it's good to hear from Alexis as well. Those are the shout-outs that I have seen on the text hotline, brought to you by the Cellular Connection, your locally owned Verizon Wireless retailer on Lone Oak Road next to Seaplant in Paducah. Jimmy Garrett with the first half stats, brought to you by Jerry's Mr. Penguin Tuxedo Den. It's time now to look at the second half adjustments, which is brought to you by Estes Chiropractic. And when you need that adjustment, you go see the Back Brothers, Kevin and Kelly Estes of Estes Chiropractic. They'll get you in and out and feeling better than ever, just like I did yesterday, as Kevin was making me feel great after the back adjustment. Go see the Back Brothers, Kevin and Kelly Estes of Estes Chiropractic, Central Avenue in Paducah. 7-6 right now, Jared, and both teams really able to get in the backfield. The one thing from McCracken County, making sure you protect Elijah Wheat.
It looks like we're going to have to win this game through the air. We can't find ourselves a running game, and if we can't find ourselves a running game, you better keep Elijah Wheat upright. Mm-hmm. You better, make sure that guy's still standing by the end of the night, because he's your only hope to win in this game. And, if you don't get that done, it's going to be a tough way to go. So we got to make sure that Elijah Wheat has time to throw.
Also for McCracken County tonight is don't break on defense.
We've been bending. We've really been pretty strong defensively. The defense is pitching a shutout. It's just the special teams that gave up the 6 points. And they've 7 first downs, but really 105 yards on a half. That's really good. And we just got to make sure that we don't give up that big play, that thing over the top. That's really going to hurt us.
Last but not least for the Mustangs is finding a power game.
We got to be able to find something on the ground. Our edge run is not there. Our power run is not really there. We really got to get creative here. And I don't really know what the solution is, if that's a kid like Carter Rowland or what, but we've got to do a good job making sure that we take everything they give us. If they give us a 6-man box, we might want to try running up the gut.
Yep.
We just got to find some offense somehow. And we've been moving up and down the field quite a lot, just not getting in the end zone.
That is the second half adjustments brought to you by the Back Brothers, Kevin and Kelly Estes of Estes Chiropractic. The Back Brothers, they will get you in and out and on your way feeling better than ever with each back adjustment. You'll see them located on Central Avenue in Paducah. The Back Brothers, Kevin and Kelly Estes of Estes Chiropractic. 3 minutes left here in the halftime session. When we come back, we will have the second half for you. That's when we return here on 99.5 The Fan. And for the folks listening in on YouTube, we will just keep it here and talk while we play our commercial break on radio.
A YouTube exclusive.
That's right. We will try this for a little bit. 3 minutes left here in halftime, Jared. This is a Henderson County group that showed us in the first game. They can push us around a little bit up front, and credit the Colonels. They're doing a little bit of that again here tonight. And this is a really good football team in Henderson County. They played a really good Owensboro team close, who is now 11-1 on the year, Owensboro is, and their closest win was against this Henderson County bunch. So all that to say, This is a quality football team McCracken County's playing tonight.
No, you're exactly right about that. You're looking at a team that is everything we expect them to be defensively. They haven't really changed their game plan. Their game plan has been very simple. We're going to play really good defense, and then we're going to try to run the ball. The biggest change I've seen on our part is defensively, we haven't been gashed for big yards and lots of points. I mean, we were down, I think, at some point 28-7.
That's right.
28-6 maybe in that first game. And, of course, we've only given up a kickoff return for a touchdown. That's a goose egg if you just talk about defense. Defense has played great tonight. Offensively, Franklin had 3 touchdowns last time we played him. He's had 2 catches tonight. That's a big difference. So they got to find a way to shake Frank loose. And right now, Henderson County's formula is just pressure the quarterback. And, like Elijah Wheat's seeing a lot of white jerseys in his face, and even if there's something open downfield, not able to get after it.
We have about 2 minutes left in this radio commercial break. So, Jared, second half, what do you expect to be the difference in this outcome here tonight? Go on record. What do you think will be the difference for either Henderson or McCracken County in this second half?
I believe it's going to be the team that gives up that big play. Who here is going to break? Henderson County, you could not ask for a better definition of bend but don't break. 3 trips inside the red zone for us, coming away with no points. Field goal, interception in the end zone, and then, of course, we get down to the 2-yard line.
And also for McCracken County, you've mentioned it, the running game. If the Mustangs can get the running game going, that should be a massive difference.
It extends drives, right? If you can pick up 4 or 5 yards on first down, that's huge. You're looking at so many more options available. If you're just a pass-only team, which I didn't actually get to see how many times they rushed, but it was under 10, and he's thrown 18 times. So you're seeing a 2/3 pass, 1/3 run. That's kind of hard to get those drives going unless you're going to dink and dunk.
And so 10 seconds left in this radio commercial break. That is what we expect to see here in the second half. It should be a dandy between McCracken County and Henderson County. Here we go. Back here, Marquette Stadium, the location, McCracken County High School. The Mustangs, a slim 7-6 lead over Henderson County as both teams back out on the field and stretching, warming up. Jared, it's what we thought it was going to be so far. This second half, I imagine, going to be a battle.
Agreed. We're going to have another slugfest. My guess is the score is going to be under 20. Unless someone has a big fix for one of these defenses, we're not going to see a whole lot of points scored in the second half. And then it's going to come down to who's going to make the least amount of mistakes.
In the first matchup, a massive credit to Coach Etheridge, Coach Clark, and the Mustang offense at Henderson County. Went in at the half, very frustrated on offense, and then just reeled it off in the second half to take the lead.
Good point.
Will that happen here tonight?
Well, the way they got the points back was through the air. And through the air has kind of worked, but then hasn't led to any points. So I'm not really sure what the adjustment's going to be. He does have a lot of really interesting passing routes. If you're here live or you watched it on YouTube, you know that he's got some funny stuff where Elijah will roll right, plant his foot, and throw back left. He's got he got some vertical switch stuff. So there's some cool stuff they can do, and maybe something like that will shake loose. I mean, I think the winner is the first one to 20. That's just my guess. First one to 20.
Something to watch here in the second half. Want to give a shout out. We have had folks asking, what is the YouTube deal? The McCracken County High School Student-Led Media Department. Just another one of the great advantages here at McCracken County High School. Putting on the broadcast here tonight on their YouTube channel, MCHS Media, on YouTube. And so that is something to go look for, as that is on at right now. And so if you want to watch us instead of just listening on 99.5 The Fan, you can go do that. So that is on YouTube right now, and that is all student-led production, and they're doing a wonderful job. Some here at the field, some back at the high school running the controls, but all putting forth a great effort, and we really appreciate that.
Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, just the fact that I'm telling me another high school in this state that's running a live broadcast on YouTube, student-led. You know, there's some teams like, you know, Graves County's got a TV crew that will film their home games, you know, that kind of thing. But you don't got a student-led live on YouTube. That's pretty cool stuff.
And that is now over 200 watchers, I am told, as I've been able to check it times on my phone, but it is a great production they do, and that will be available all second half as well. The Mustangs will get the football to start the second half. Alongside Jared Adams, I am Eric Schumbler. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Tillman up 14-0 on Union County. Thank you to Don Lamb for that as I surf social media for other scores. It is Owensboro all over Graves County here at the moment. Mayfield up 14-0. That was a while ago on Murray. As Murray has had a good season, but lost their quarterback Hunter Utley a month ago, and Hunter Utley was one of the best in Murray's football program history, and it's been tough since for the Tigers. As it's a onside kick here for the Colonels, but the Mustangs were all over it and will get it on their own 41-yard line.
This is exactly the way they started our first offensive drive, gave us the ball near midfield, and same type of kick, that no man's land right there, just over the front edge of the first line, or just over the top of the first line, and been great recovery by us to jump on it.
Again, want to give a shout out to Mark, Jenny, and Mason as they just left our press box not too long ago, and good to see my brother and family. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs on their own 41 is Wheat looking to air it down the right sideline. He has incomplete as they tried to go to Franklin Hayes one-on-one.
Double coverage.
And it went into double coverage as they did a nice job, Henderson did, of recovering late, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Just try to take a shot. That was actually the very first play they played off the defense, or at the beginning of the game, and the second play scored.
2nd and 10 for the Mustangs on their own 41, leading 7-6 as Weed is in a lot of trouble, and he's going to be sacked. Just credit this defensive line of Henderson County. They're having their way up front.
You're not seeing numbers. They're not winning with numbers. It's 5-on-5 right there.
And that'll make it 3rd down at about 15 now for McCracken County. And you just want to find some way to grab some momentum this second half right out of the gates instead of putting it right back in Henderson County's hands.
Big 3rd down play right here because, you know, now you're punting and giving it back to them around the 30-yard line.
3rd down and 14, let's call it, for the Mustangs on their own 37. 7-6 McCracken County as Wheat dropping back. A lot of pressure. Throws it over the middle of the field. It's picked off at the 50, out to the 40. Inside the 30, down, maybe, still not down, at the 25-yard line.
Tackled by Elijah Wheat.
Credit this Henderson defense. They're trying to bait, it almost seems like, McCracken to throw it to Franklin. And the Mustangs tried then, and credit to the Colonels. They were able to get the play. Now it's a big moment for this McCracken defense, trying to find a stop with a slim 7-6 lead.
Now the defense has their back against the wall. Time to bend.
1st down and 10 as the quarterback is Sam Elliott. He hands it off to Green. He goes straight up the middle and gets a handful of yards on 1st down, 8 across the 20 to the 18.
I'll say this, in the first half, they had a lot of success between the tackles running against us, but you didn't see them come back to it. They kind of went away from that and went to some outside run stuff and a lot of jet sweep, and wasn't as successful. Here they go right back up the middle, gain 7 yards, and you wonder why they do anything differently.
2nd and 3 for the Colonels on the McCracken 18. Man in motion. It is Elliott. Going to pass in the flat. It's a lateral, and it is blown up on the play. A large loss brought down by Colton Reeves.
Colton Reeves. That was technically a run play. He went backwards. If he didn't catch that, that's a fumble.
And that was just one of those I think Elliott wants back immediately. It was well played from the get-go by the McCracken County defense and Colton Reeves.
It was so, it was almost like it was going to be a double pass. I don't know. It was kind of weird. The way, how far back he was, that running back got real deep on that.
Third down, and instead of short, it's very long. 3rd and 13, let's call it, maybe even 14.
Big play.
Mustang fans making a little noise. Elliott gets the snap, looking over the middle, throws it over the middle, and it's picked off! Picked off by Colton Reeves at the 20. He's at the 25. He has a right sideline across the 40 and knocked out of bounds at the 50.
Well, trading interceptions here. Great job by Colton Reeves. That was his series right there. He's get the tackle for a loss. Very next play, he goes and gets himself an interception.
That brings the fans to their feet. A chance here to really take some momentum. 1st down and 10 on the 50.
Dink and dunk. If you're going to pass, let's just pick and pop.
As the Mustang offense heads back out, leading 7-6, 9:13 left in this 3rd quarter of the district championship between 8-3 Henderson County and 8-3 McCracken County. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Wheat gets the snap. It's play action. Wheat rolling to his right, gets across the 50, across the 45, has a 1st down across the 40 to the 36.
Little read option. You fake the dive, and he's off to the races. Well blocked on the play by Pete Holmes. Able to pick up a 1st down.
1st down and 10 for the Mustangs at the 35 on the gain of 15.
Look for them to take a shot. Shot at the end zone right here.
What a job tonight by this McCracken County defense. And it's a penalty, maybe. Nope. Yeah, it was a penalty. It was an incidental face mask. And so 5 yards added to it. 1st down and 10 for the Mustangs on the Henderson County 30.
Single coverage up top with Franklin.
Something to watch.
Pack the box.
Wheat. He hands it off to Jeremiah Hughes Jr. trying to make a defender miss. He does one and not able to make the 2nd miss. It's going to be no gain or maybe even a short loss. 2nd and 11.
Had an inside run dialed up. Jeremiah bounces it outside and loses 1. Sometimes you got to stick your nose in there and just get what you can get.
2nd and 11, 8:30 here in the 3rd quarter. The Mustangs lead 7-6. McCracken has it on the Henderson County 31-yard line. As Wheat, snap, hand off again. As Jeremiah Hughes up the middle, gets across the original line of scrimmage, gains about 3 more. That'll make it 3rd and about 7 for McCracken County. As the clock ticks towards 8 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. (7-6) McCracken County. Wheat with Hughes behind him. Sends Hughes in motion. Dropping back. Looking to air it down the left side. It is incomplete as that was double coverage to Frank. That'll make it 4th down and 7, and it's in 4-down territory. Too long for a field goal and too short to punt. The Mustangs will go for it here. 4th and 7 on the Henderson County 27.
Would have been a 41-yard field goal, maybe 40-yard field goal. Something Ben Schofield wants to kick, but I think they're...
It's probably a good call not to try it
agreed.
On this moment.
The record for McCracken County is 39, so that's why Ben wants to kick it.
4th and 7 for the Mustangs as Weed drops back, steps into the pocket, throws it left side towards the end zone. It's incomplete.
Same play.
And so a 4th turnover on downs tonight for McCracken County. As Henderson counters at 3rd. It is a few, but
not sure.
It will be Henderson County football, 1st down and 10 on their own 27. Just both these defenses, can't say it enough, playing well.
They really are, and no one wants to make a mistake. And so far, I mean, look at what we were able to do down there, pinned inside our 30-yard line. We come up with a huge tackle for a loss and then a turnover. Here we are, last game. It could be the last game of the season, relying on our defense. Who would have thunk?
1st down and 10 for the Colonels. Snap. Quick throw left side into the flat. It is complete. Mustang defenders there, and great coverage as it was complete in the flat to Edmund Brooks, but really no gain on the play.
Colton Crowell in there, sure tackler out on the outside edge. He's a cornerback there, and able to drop him for a short gain.
St. X is up 28-9 over Manual, and if that score holds, the winner of this game does not have to travel to Louisville Mail next week. That is a big win for whoever wins because Mel is unbelievably talented.
Agreed.
But St. X has the lead. We'll see if that holds. Snap. It is a handoff, and immediately the Mustang front brings down the runner. It looked to be, I think, Green.
Looks like Dalton Skinner on the tackle. No, that was Hunter Vlack. Hunter Vlack on the tackle with Leandre Bowling on the assist.
And so the winner of this game would go to the North Hardin Central Hardin winner.
And as it stands, it looks like we're going to win 7-6.
I will take that.
What a gritty win if that's the case.
You're getting the looks from several up here for the jinx that you sometimes provide. It's 3rd down and 8 as the Mustang fans trying to make a little bit of noise for the defense. Dropping back, a lot of pressure. It's thrown and nearly picked off.
He went for the tackle instead of the interception, which is smart.
Yes.
But he could have had that was a poorly thrown pass.
Colton Crowell almost had a pick 6. He's had a great night already. And like you said, textbook move, going for the tackle. And last minute he saw the pass just coming right by him. And regardless, another great job by the Mustang defense.
Yeah, great series by us. Now we're getting the ball back around the 40-yard lines where we're set up. We just got to find some offensive rhythm, and we'll be just fine.
It is a nice punt by Henderson County. Bounces at the 40, takes a bit of a McCracken bounce. Really no bounce. It bounces just straight down. And the Mustangs will have it 1st down and 10 on their own 41. I'm calling it right here. The Mustangs score on this drive. I'm going to go on record for once on this. It will not be 7-6 at the end of this drive. The Mustangs will score.
Man.
That's right.
Put some money on that, huh?
I never really go out like that, but it's the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm the one who says the stupid
That's
stuff.
right. I'm going to take the honor from you on this one.
Situation.
Yes, I'm taking this one from you. It's 7-6. McCracken on top. 6 minutes here in the 3rd quarter. Alongside Jared Adams, I'm Eric Chumbler. Thanks for joining us here tonight. As Wheat hands it off. Big hole. Carter Rowland gets across the 50 to the 49. That brings out a big cheer from the fans. They've been wanting some gravy tonight. Is that his affectionate nickname?
I think they were saving him for the 3rd quarter.
He is ready to roll. Is 2nd down and 1 for the Mustangs at midfield. Wheat. He hands it off to Rowland, who dives forward, takes a hard hit, but gets the 1st down. Carter Rowland quickly. 2 carries, 11 yards.
I like it. He gets a 1st down on the ground. That is definitely our first down on the ground tonight.
As the Mustang fans showing some appreciation for Carter on that.
The big thing it does is now Jeremiah Hughes can be used as a wide receiver. He's got some speed. He can stretch some defenses.
1st down and 10 for McCracken County. As it is a toss to Jeremiah Hughes, and he is hit in the backfield and dropped for a short loss. Going to be a loss of about 1.5 yards. 2nd and 11. As there is an injured Colonel down on the play, it looks like. And so there will be a quick injury timeout. He is able to get up quickly, though. That is Colton Evans. That's good to see. He is a great player for the Colonels and a great punter. As that will be Evans heading off under his own power. As I said, good to see. And so a momentary stop in action will make it 2nd and 12 for the Mustangs. On their own 49, 5 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. The Mustangs lead 7-6. McCracken taking advantage of a injury timeout, going to the sideline, now having their play call from Coach Clark. And the Mustangs ready to go. Game clock or play clock down to 7 seconds. Wheat gets the snap. Hands it off to Carter Rowland. Has a hole across the 45, across the 40, down to the 39. A gain of about 10. It was 2nd and 11. It's going to be 3rd and 1.
You know, we used to go to Applebee's, but if this continues, I think we need to stop at Cracker
Barrel. I saw exactly where that joke was going. 3rd down and 2. is McCracken on the Henderson 39. Wheat hands it off to Carter Rowland. Hit at the line and drop. That sets up a big 4th down again and in between territory. It's going to be 4th and about 3.
This is closer to punting situation. You could technically pin him back inside the 20.
That is true.
With a good punt, even if you just go into the end zone with the punt. I know he's played it pretty risky tonight. Coach Clark has. Looks like he's going to try it again.
With the confidence, though, you have in your defense right now, I'm not against that at all.
No, that is a factor. You're right.
4th down and 3. The Mustangs going for it. Maybe trying to draw Henderson off sides. The Mustangs don't want to use a timeout here in the second half. And so it will be the Mustangs jumping off sides, and that will make it an easy decision for the Mustangs. They will punt. Well, there goes my prediction. Didn't work out.
Thanks for the prediction.
That's right. I won't do any more tonight. That will make it 4th and 7 now for McCracken County, back near the 45. And they will call on Xander Mays to pin the Colonels back deep.
Just kick it in the end zone. Nothing fancy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a 44-yard punt.
Michael Sanders back deep for the Colonels. It is a beautiful punt, as that will be caught at the 15 and attempted to return by Henderson County, but great special teams coverage by McCracken County.
That's even better.
That's right.
We would have had the ball at they would have had the ball at 20. Now they have it at 11, 12.
And so Henderson County 1st down and 10 on their own. See where they officially spot it. They're going to spot it on the 13. McCracken leads 7-6. All scoring happened in the first 120 seconds of this ball game.
That's crazy.
The defense for both sides, very, very well played ball game. 1st down and 10 for the Colonels on their own 13. It is a handoff to Green as he's trying to find the sideline. Can't do it. Brought down in the backfield for a loss. A nice job by Nathan Helmish. Oh, he gets away. I'm so sorry. He was not down and gets across the 50 to the 44. I sure thought he was down. Coach Clark is begging that he was down. I gave up on the play. What did you see?
I saw him down, but he might have put his hand down instead of his knee down.
Watching on replay on, he was up. That was a great job.
But great tackle. He just let up on him. Man,
we were able to see that on YouTube on replay. That was a great job by Logan Green.
One of the benefits of being 5'4".
As he was able just to roll and keep his arm from allowing his body to hit the ground.
Well, what happened, we rolled him over, and then we let up on him instead of making sure he's on the ground.
Henderson in McCracken territory at the 45. It is Green again, this time hit, and he is dropped this time for no gain.
That was Nate Helmich again. He didn't want to make that same mistake twice.
And I give Nathan Helmich credit. It was a textbook tackle. It was just, I give credit to Logan Green for just finding a way to stay up.
Yeah, that was an amazing play by Logan Green. That's a highlight right there.
2nd down and 10 for Henderson County on the McCracken 45. 2:40 left here in the 3rd quarter. The Mustangs lead 7-6. Snap. Handoff to Green. He does scoot across the 45, but not much further. It's down to the 43-yard line, making it 3rd down and 8 for Henderson County as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes in the 3rd.
DeAndre Bolin and Nate Helmich on the tackle. DeAndre coming in from the defensive end position for that tackle.
Mustang fans making some noise. It's 3rd down and 8 for Henderson County on their own 43-yard line. Mustang fans coming to their feet. It is a playoff atmosphere here tonight. Big series for both teams. In the shotgun, it's Elliott. He gets the snap. He's dropping back, throws right side. It's picked off, but it's blown dead.
We were offsides.
It is correct. Instead of an interception that would have been by Nathan Helmich, it is going to be a penalty on McCracken County.
His head was over the football. In press coverage, and so now it's going to be 3rd and short.
Nathan Helmich has had a big series, would have had the interception there, an acrobatic interception at that. Instead of 3rd down or turnover, it's going to be 3rd down and 2. Make it 3.
Now could be a possible. I mean, I think you're in 4-down territory here. You're not going to punt inside your 40, I don't think. And also, you're getting down to, you don't have a ton of time here. I think this is 2 downs to get 3 yards.
Henderson County wants to take a timeout. What about Mustang Nation tonight, Jared? As they have been a vocal crowd tonight. Many times we felt the press box shaking a little bit from the feet here in the stands, just causing some rumble. And
as long as we have good steel up here, I'm fine.
That's right. Mustang Nation has come out in full force again tonight in the playoffs.
They're loud, and that's the type of thing that you want from your home crowd is on 3rd down, want to rattle Henderson a little bit.
3rd down and 4, let's call it, for Henderson County. On the 39 of McCracken. Go ahead.
Sorry. Henderson County's traveled well tonight.
They have.
They've filled up their side fairly well for a cold November Friday night.
It is 7-6. 97 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. The Mustangs on top. The big news is it looks like the winner of this game will not be heading to Louisville Male. Instead, will head to either North Hardin or Central Hardin. We'll get a score update on that here in just a little bit. Mustang fans back making some noise. 3rd down and 4 for Henderson County on the McCracken 39-yard line. Snap. It's a handoff to Green. He lunges forward. He does not have it. He's going to gain 2, and that will make it 4th and about 2.
Woo. This is a big 4th down right here.
And so if you're Henderson County, they're going to just give you 1 yard. It's 4th down and 3.
By the way, this is where we have got to be super disciplined. They're going to try to draw us off sides, get the 1st down without ever having to run a play. The defensive line has got to be inspecting the hard count.
As they are resetting the play clock, that is reset. The Mustang fans are loud and proud right now. 4th down and 3. Green to the right of Elliott. Snap. Elliott dropping back under pressure. Throws. It's caught by Brooks. 1st down for Henderson County inside the 35 to the 33.
Gutsy play to go for a pass there on 4th and 3. And we actually had a pretty good cushion on him, and he was a little out route, and he was wide open, but great tackle by, looks like Trustin Hildreth to limit it to only a 4-yard gain.
Henderson County creeping towards the red zone with 20 seconds left here in the 3rd. The Mustangs on top, 7-6. Snap. It is a handoff to Green. He has a hole across the 30. That evaporated pretty quick down to the 27. As that will take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. What a game we've had here tonight. We go to the final stanza. The Mustangs lead the Colonels. It's 7-6. We're going to keep it here for the 4th quarter on YouTube. What a job by the Mustang defense again, and in particular, let's give a shout out to Nathan Helmich.
Man, Nathan Helmich has been in on almost every tackle except that 1st down. He had a tackle that he won't do that again. Let's just say that. He's a quick learner.
30 seconds left in this radio commercial break. It is a big 4th quarter coming up. Both teams just looking for that big play to make the difference in this game.
Yeah, you're right. It's a defensive slugfest. We gained 33 yards that quarter. Henderson County gained 54, 2 first downs apiece. There is not a lot of yards out there, not a lot of grass for us to find.
15 seconds left in this radio commercial break. When we come back, it'll be the start of the 4th quarter. The Mustangs on top, 7-6. Here we go. To the 4th quarter we go. The Mustangs on top, 7-6, but Henderson County is threatening. 2nd and 6 on the McCracken 28-yard line. As Henderson's Sam Elliott in the game now at quarterback. He's looking to pass it. He's under a lot of pressure. He's being hurried. He throws it. It's complete, but really for no gain. A nice job by the Mustang defense to hold that to minimal. It's going to be 3rd and about 5 for the Colonels.
Good pressure on Elliott, and also great tackle by Kieran Perez, dropping him where he stands. They say he gained about a half a yard. Still 3rd and 4. You got 2 downs though. We gotta stop them twice.
Start of the 4th quarter, the Colonels trying to find the lead. The Mustangs trying to hold the lead, 7-6.
Empty backfield, passing situation.
McCracken fans making a little noise. 3rd down and 5. Snap. It's a toss to Brooks, right side, trying to find a hole. He can't find it. He's going to get about a yard, maybe 2 tops. That's going to make it 4th and about 4.
Nope, yard laundry. I think there's a little chat. Don't know who it's it against. This could be 1st down or put them in a really bad situation.
So a massive penalty implication here. Question is, against who?
The way, I don't know, I can't read body language from here. It doesn't look like we're upset about it.
Maybe some of the locals might be.
They're impatient.
It's personal foul against Henderson County, and so that is massive. It takes you out of field goal range. It will make it now 3rd and about 19. This is where you've got to find a way to keep your composure. This hurt Henderson County a little bit back in Henderson when they got a lot of second half personal fouls. That's a massive personal foul penalty against the Colonels.
Oh, man, so you're looking at 4th down. My suggestion to any defenders is don't try to intercept it. You want to knock them down.
It is 4th down, like you said. It's after the play. Sorry to cut you off, Jared. 4th and 19. The Colonels going for it. Elliott, a lot of pressure. He escapes the initial surge, then throws it. It's incomplete. In a very iffy decision, that gives McCracken the football near midfield.
With 11 minutes to go, let's try to put together an 11-minute drive, can we? Someone?
I am a bit surprised the Colonels did not want to pin the Mustangs back deep.
I'll be honest with you, this has been a game of taking some risks. You know, we both sides have been the benefiter and the loser on some of these decisions. Here, you know, 4th and 19, we go for it.
So 1st down and 10 for the Mustangs, leading 7-6, 10:54 left in this ball game. Is Wheat looking to air it down the left sideline for Franklin. It's well incomplete.
He's out of bounds, 10 yards downfield. Keep on trying to go to that double coverage.
That will make it 2nd down and 10 now for the Mustangs.
If Frank,
go ahead.
If Frank can press his leverage inside, he'll give himself about 2 yards for an over-the-shoulder throw. But right there, he got shoved out of bounds. He's got to press his defender inside to give him outside release and keep as much yard as you can to the sidelines for that over-the-throw pass that Elijah Wheat has perfected.
2nd and 10 for the Mustangs on their own 42 is Wheat. Snap. Play action. Throws right side. It's caught, but basically an incomplete pass for no gain. That will make it 3rd and 10. So North Hardin is the winner, and that is who this winner will get next week.
Most likely. Or is that a final with
St. X did beat Manual.
By the way, St. X lost to Manual early in the season. First time they lost to Manual in probably 28 years, I think the stat was.
3rd down and 10 for McCracken County on its own 42. Snap. Weed dropping back, looking to air it out over the middle of the field. It's caught by Xander across the 35 to the 33.
Xander has had himself a night, mostly because they're double covering Frank. And Frank's been held to 2 catches, and we've tried. That we haven't been able to shake anything loose on Frank here. So Xander's really been a benefiter of that. A little crossing route, beautifully thrown, beautifully ran, moves his sticks. We're now at the 32-yard line. I don't think we need to get any closer before we score a touchdown.
1st down and 10 for McCracken County with 9:46 left here in the ball game. 7-6, McCracken County on top. 3 wide receivers to the left, dropping back Wheat, looking to air it over the middle of the field. It is caught. Again, Xander Mays, that's a 1st down.
Man, behind him a little bit, he reached back, drag that in. Xander Mays, he's feeling it.
And that's inside the red zone now to the 18, let's call it. First down, McCracken County, 9.5 minutes left in this one. The Mustangs trying to put together a massive drive for a little bit of insurance, leading 7-6.
They might have to double cover him. They have currently 6 in the box.
Snap, dropping back, right side complete to Xander again inside the 10. That'll be a gain of about 10.
Slant. Oh, no.
And that was a late hit, maybe?
Did not see that.
On our quarterback, Elijah Wheat. It is a personal foul, roughing the passer against Henderson County on Elijah Wheat, and he is in a lot of pain, and that is, if you're McCracken County, heartbreaking to see. And Henderson County immediately called for that unsportsmanlike penalty. And again, this is something that's plagued Henderson County. In the first matchup, they had several unsportsmanlike penalties. In the second half, that's their second, and it may come at a big-time cost for McCracken County. Elijah Weed has had one great senior season for the Mustangs. And you just hope he's okay, but he is down right now being attended to by his coaches on a late hit by Henderson County. He is getting up, and he is able to walk on his own power. That is great news. After a late hit, it does not look like.
He just used his right arm, so it's not a shoulder.
He is off on his own power with trainer Aaron Swain. Again, it was a late hit, unsportsmanlike personal foul against Henderson County. Sets McCracken County up 1st and goal at the 4.
I know what I'd do.
And see if the Mustangs can make the Colonels pay for that now. So 1st and goal now for the Mustangs.
In comes Jack Bennett, the sophomore.
And so Bennett will be in the shotgun. He'll have Carter rolling behind him. Snap. Handoffs to Rowland. He goes straight up the middle inside the 3 to about the 2. He's met by a host of Colonels. Maybe back at the 3, let's call it. That'll make it 2nd and goal from there.
What do you say, gained a yard?
I believe so. Depending on the spot, maybe 2.
2nd down, 3 yards to go.
A big moment here. 8:18 left in this ball game. The Mustangs lead 7-6. Jack Bennett, split backs beside him. Snap. Handoff goes right side. Jeremiah Hughes Jr. Touchdown Mustangs!
Yeah, baby. Great job. Faked the dive. Handed it off to Jeremiah Hughes.
That might have been the momentum the Mustangs needed to carry this one home. 13-6.
My goodness.
As the fireworks going off, it will be an extra point attempt coming up. Snap's good, hold good, kick is up, and it is good. With 8 minutes left in this ball game, the Mustangs take a 14-6 lead. Great couple of play calls there from Coach Clark and the Mustangs, Jared.
Man, and you know, your heart goes out to Elijah Weed. I'm not really sure of the update. I don't even see him on the sideline. He's either in that tent or he's off the sideline.
He is in the tent. He is getting a, I'm sure, protocol checkout from trainer Aaron Swain. But a big-time drive, Jared, by the Mustangs, aided by a big Henderson County penalty.
Yeah, I mean, Henderson County has now done that twice. They got themselves out of a a potential scoring situation and then gave us a potential scoring situation. They have nobody to blame but themselves. They can't seem to keep their emotions in check.
So 14-6, the Mustangs on top. Henderson County, though, far from over, as it will be the Mustangs to kick off.
Quick shout out to Xander Mays, 8 catches, 168 yards for the junior.
That is phenomenal.
Yeah, he's had a breakout game here.
And so McCracken County will kick off. Schofield, short, end over end kick. A pooch kick, it's caught at the 40 and returned out to the 45. And Henderson County will take over right there, first down and 10.
Oh boy, so defense has got to step up. They got a little bit, they don't have a 1-point cushion, they got an 8-point.
Officials blowing the play dead on the far sideline. I didn't see if there was a flag of some sort.
I'll say with the sheen on this field, sometimes these flags are hard to spot.
So I think they need to change something up here with the clock, or 7:55. 7:55 is left on the clock here in the fourth quarter. The Mustangs up 14-6. Big series here for the Mustang defense that has been solid tonight. Snap. It is a quarterback keeper as Dalton gets across the original line of scrimmage, across the 50 and knocked out of bounds right there. It will be a gain of about 5, I guess, 2nd and 5.
So out goes Sam Elliott, in comes Ben Dalton. Kind of a 2-quarterback system unknowingly. I think it was a surprise to everybody that Sam Elliott didn't start the game. Ben Dalton's had the lion's share, and then the last 2 series, Sam Elliott steps in, and this is more of a passer. Hasn't done very well passing, so they bring back Ben Dalton, the running gun.
Mustang fans making some noise. 2nd down and 5. Snap. It is a handoff and met in the backfield and dropped is Logan Green for a loss of 1.
That was Isaiah Keys. Looks like Dalton Skinner, Colton Crow. This defense is starting to get after it. I will say that they're starting to, all those sophomores are starting to play like juniors.
Yes, they are.
And all those juniors are starting to play like seniors. They've had 10-plus games under their belts.
Sophomore Isaiah Keys with great sportsmanship after tackling Green, bringing him back up and patting him on the helmet.
3rd and 6.
3rd and 6. At the 50, the Mustangs up 14-6. Dalton rolling to his left, a lot of pressure, and he's sacked.
Isaiah Keys on the tackle, but helped out tremendously by Colton Reeves there. Hunter Blacken on the tackle as well. Beautiful job defense. Lord help us, we're getting after it.
And that'll make it 4th down and 7.
This is potential fake punt situation, and also a hard count.
6.5 minutes left. The Colonels now need a stop on McCracken County. They don't have enough men on the field. Now they do. As Henderson County set to punt. It's a high snap. Great catch by their punter and a wonderful kick that will bounce at the 20 and basically go sideways down right there at the 20, where the Mustangs will take over, 1st down and 10. And Elijah Wheat's back out. That's what you love to see if you're a McCracken County fan. You held your breath for a little bit.
Yeah, he took a shot.
And he is back. 1st down and 10 for the Mustangs on their own 21. Want to give a shout out on the Cellular Connection text hotline. Buddy Rushing listening in tonight. Also want to thank Donald Shaw. He says he's listening as well. As that's brought to you by the Cellular Connection, your locally owned Verizon Wireless retailer on Lone Oak Road next to C-Plant in Paducah.
Quick shout out to Jack Bennett coming in a playoff game as a sophomore.
That's right.
He only handed it off twice, but he had the composure to get everything done.
Wheat hands it off to Carter Rowland, tries to reverse course, gets across the 20 to the 25. Going to be about 26-yard line, well, maybe the 25. They will spot it. So gain of about 3, 2nd and 7.
A little off the edge run for Carter Rowland. That's not typical of his running style. That's probably how he got the 3 yards, 4 yards for it.
2nd and 7 for the Mustangs. On their own 25, 5:40 and counting. Coach Clark going to use a little bit of time here with the play call as it ticks towards 5.5 minutes. Snap. It is a handoff to Rowland. He gets really no gain. That'll make it a big 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, you're in a 3rd down and 5, but, you know, I'd keep doing what I'm doing.
Oh, no doubt.
I'm not going to try to, you know, air it out, especially since Elijah Wheat's still trying to get his feet under him. And
5:11 and counting. Play clock down to 15. Game clock at 5 minutes. Snap. Wheat throws right side. Screen pass to Xander. It is good. Across the 30. He breaks a tackle. Across the 40. Across the 50. And brought down at the 45-yard line.
Little stab right. Goes back inside moves the chains. Puts us in their territory. That's the 9th catch for Xander Mays. And I'd say that's close to putting him over 200 yards. I mean, think about it. This is Franklin Hayes has had himself a year, and Xander has really benefited from the double coverage that Xander is pulling.
And so it's 1st down and 10 for the Mustangs on the Henderson 45. 4.5 minutes left in this one.
That's the making of a good team when you can beat them with your 2nd best guy.
Wheat in the shotgun at the 50-yard line. It is a snap. It's Carter Rowland going off in. Gets across the 40. Has a hole across the 30. Inside the 20 to the 18.
We're rolling, baby. Man, ever since Elijah Wheat took that shot, it just kind of gave us a little shot of adrenaline. Like, you know, you can't do that. And offensive line is really, I'm going to challenge myself to win at the line of scrimmage, and they have.
The Mustang fans feeling it here. They're trying to close the door on the Colonels and the great season they've had this season.
Henderson County's looking a little gassed. Here we go with the muddle.
Play clock at 20. Coach Clark going to use as much as he can. Down to 15. Game clock at 3 minutes, 50 seconds. McCracken leads 14-6. Here's the muddle. Snap. It is going to be a handoff. That's Hughes as he's trying to make it left side. Not much going, but he did, I think, stay in bounds. That'll be a short loss on the play, I think, pinning on the spot. They did say he went out of bounds.
3 yards, 3-yard loss.
No, I'm sorry, they did say he stayed inbounds, excuse me. So the clock ticking. Now under 3 minutes, 20 seconds. Play clock at 20. The Mustangs at the very least in field goal range, which would almost ice it. Wheat. Snap. Handoff to Rowland. Going off right side. He's met and dropped by the left tackle. That'll be a short loss, making it 3rd down and long.
Bad read by Carter. There was a hole up the middle. He tried to bounce it a little too soon. Kind of run behind your offensive line on that one. Regardless, the clock rolls, and they're getting down to where they're going to have to start using their timeouts. They got 2 timeouts left, it looks like.
They had to call a costly one in the 3rd quarter. McCracken has all 3 timeouts. 3rd down and 13 for the Mustangs on the 19.
Using a little muddle. I love this.
Play clock down to 10. There's the break. Snap. It is Rowland. Just lunges forward. He's in the middle of the field. It will be a field goal attempt coming up. And Henderson County will take a timeout. Almost. It will be timeout McCracken. No, I'm sorry, timeout Henderson County.
That was silly.
And so it will be 4th and 13 for the Mustangs on their own 19. It'll be a 36-yarder to try and ice it.
This is a big kick. This is Mayfield big. Because that kick is going to put them at 3 possessions.
So we'll see if the Mustangs can close this one out.
The ball's in the middle of the field. That's important to note. It's a straight-on kick.
232 people watching right now on YouTube. Hello to all of you. It is 14-6. McCracken County trying to win the district championship and a ticket to North Hardin next week for the regional championship. Schofield lines it up. He signals he's ready. Snap is good. Hold is good. The kick is up, and it is good for 36 yards for Ben Schofield.
Good redemption by him, missing one earlier. By the way, just a funny note. It's 4th down, and I see Ben sprint out of the heat tent. He's been hiding in there trying to stay warm, but here he goes.
Got to keep that foot warm, and he did it. And that makes it 17-6. It's not over, but you just made it really hard for Henderson County. As the fireworks going off, if you're McCracken County, though, you cannot let up. Crazy things have happened in 2 minutes.
I'm impressed by the grit we've showed. There's not been much there. To be honest with you, the adjustment of the game is Carter Rowland. Because what he did was he created some kind of vertical run threat. And I think it challenged the offensive line. Okay, we got a grounder. We're going to put him in, and you better run behind us. And, we kind of been manhandled up front up until that moment.
So Henderson County adjusting a little bit to the McCracken kickoff. They have put their running back kind of in the middle of the field to prevent or attempt to prevent McCracken from kicking it there. If they do kick it there, they want to have him there. But they're switching it up now a little bit. We'll see what the Mustangs choose to do. 17-6. They are going to kick it inside the 30 to the 28, and Henderson's going to try and return it. But it's a big-time loss. A great job by the special teams unit.
Great job. That was Zach Masick coming in. That's Nick Masick's twin brother, Zach Masick. Great kid. If you ever get a chance to meet the Masick twins, they are great representations of McCracken County in everything they do. Zach getting himself a huge special teams tackle.
First down and 10 for the Colonels on their own 22-yard line. The Mustangs up 17-6. 2 minutes left in this one. Dalton in the shotgun. Snap, dropping back, pump fakes, throws. Now he doesn't. He brings it back in, looks to still throw. Throws right side, incomplete. 2nd down.
The DB coach, Coach Dobson, catches it on the sideline.
He still got it.
Nice snag by him. This sideline's feeling it.
This crowd has been feeling it tonight. This Mustang team trying to do.
I got a crowd shout out. This is from Natalie Hayden. That's Colton Hayden's mom. Hayden, Keys, Helmich, Bennett, and Brown families.
Shout out to them. Absolutely. A wonderful job here tonight. 2nd down and 10. Snap, dropping back is Dalton, throws, quick slant, right side, it's complete, across the 30 to the 35. That's good enough for a first down for Henderson County. The clock will momentarily stop as they plant the football. 1:48 left in this one. Now the clock begins. It's 17-6 McCracken County. Henderson County hustles to the line. Snap. A lot of pressure, throws it right side. It's nearly picked off, but incomplete.
Wow. Beautiful breakup. Beautiful pass breakup. This defense. Lord. By the way, just for the record, they're pitching a shutout. Yes, there's 6 points, but that ain't their 6 points. They have not allowed a single first touchdown. That was the first play of the game. Kickoff return. That ain't on the defense. Great job, defense. Who are these guys?
It's going to be 2nd and 10. Dropping back, a lot of pressure thrown right side. It's complete, and that could be for something big across the 50, across the 40, down to the 30, and it's going to be first down for Henderson. 1:16 left.
Tried to play everything in front of us, but didn't have a sure tackle there on him, and he was able to scamper for a big gain for Henderson County. This isn't over. We got to keep our heads in it.
First down and 10 inside the 30 to the 29. Snap, dropping back, a lot of pressure, throws over the middle. It's nearly picked off, and it is picked off.
Seals the game right there.
Interception made by Kieran Perez, and that's gonna do it.
By the way, that was Dalton Skinner who chipped that up in the air.
And that will put an end to the Henderson County Colonels season. The Mustangs will advance to the regional championship.
There is some laundry on the field. Blocking the back against them.
And that will do it. The Mustang fans feeling it here tonight. 54 seconds left.
Kneel this one out, baby.
It is. Oh, they are going to say now blocking the back on McCracken.
Lord. That was silly. You're talking about he had a 2-yard return.
And so it was after the interception, and so it will be McCracken football. The Mustangs can kneel it out. What a season it has been for Henderson County. A football-rich school, 8-3. They're going to fall just short tonight, but they have nothing to be ashamed of. It has been a great season for the Henderson County Colonels. This is a tight game in the past. McCracken County has lost several times in the district championship in close battles here at McCracken County High School. But that will not be the case tonight. Next week will be the first road game in McCracken County Mustang playoff history as they will go to North Hardin and try to keep this season alive.
I think the story continues to be this defense.
It has been.
Golly. I haven't seen anything like this.
20 seconds left. And that's gonna do it. The Mustangs survive and advance. They are the 6A District 1 champions, getting the win tonight, 17-6 over the Colonels of Henderson County. And they advance to take on North Hardin at North Hardin High School in Elizabethtown.
Quick shout out to Cindy Brown for the donation of tonight's fireworks. We will be traveling on the road for the very first time in school history in the playoffs. That will be weird.
And the fireworks going off here tonight. The Mustangs 17-6 winners. What a job by McCracken County overall tonight.
Man, what a gritty performance. When the offense ain't working, the defense steps up.
The fight song going off in the background.
Clark's getting a big bear hug.
9 wins to only 3 losses for the Mustangs this season. And the Mustangs advance to the regional championship. A lot of folks doubted McCracken County this year, especially on the defensive end. We had our moments this year where we were wondering if the defense would be enough to carry us to this point. They have carried the Mustangs. There's no other way to put it.
No, you're exactly right. This has been quite an impressive